Hey fellow farmers and green thumbs, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Unstable 1.6. Episode 13, Mechs are just so toxic. Continuing where we left off, we are still working on the fire trap. So in order to finish the fire trap, we need to complete the barricades here. And then it would probably be wise to have like a shelf for a Molotov somewhere close by. To that end, let's go ahead and build a shelf here. Critical important that we put Molotov cocktails or incendiary launchers on this shelf so that we can set the traps on fire as needed. What else do I need to be doing? Vita's doing okay. Let's do a quick health check. So, yeah, some scars and missing body parts. The flesh tentacle, of course, thanks to Pesky Phoenix, the blind unnatural healer. Oh, you know, I do have a question, though. Now that you know what happens when Pesky Phoenix does his, like, unnatural healing, should we continue using his blessing? Because I don't necessarily want to turn us into, like, abomination mutants unless you guys actually approve. Also, move the poll. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cool. There it is. Alright, I'm just going to put a minute on the board and offer. Thank you for the gifted subs. You are way too kind. Cheers. So once we have the defenses up, I'll pull you guys about next priority. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the other trap maze not built unless you vote for me to continue building defenses. And if you vote for me to continue building defenses, then I would build like barricades and maybe some turrets and the trap maze and all that. But this is like first pass at a trap maze. I guess you could think of it that way. And you guys are duking it out in the polls. Yay and nay. The other alternative, of course, because we do have fabrication, is to get advanced fabrication of bionic replacements and to fix the issues that we have with bionics. Because that's always a viable alternative. And I'm going to make shelves for the fabrication bench, which we'll get around to. Alright, title requires a bedroom. Is this... what was the bedroom requirement? Let me check again. I forget what the exact requirements were. Acolyte. All floor, double bed, no work facilities, no biotech, no anomaly. And 16 by 16. I have no idea why this room here is not, it's more than 16 by 16, is not fulfilling the requirement. I think it might be because of Vita, which is really weird. It probably shouldn't be like that. But I can fix it. We'll build a nursery. It says no biotech buildings. Biotech buildings doesn't mean like a crib. When they say no biotech buildings, they mean like a vat or something, you know? Or like a mech recharger. They don't mean a crib. It might be the meditation spot. No. Assign them a personal bedroom. Really, honestly, yeah, it might be the crib. I'll move the crib out, but I really feel like that shouldn't be the case. Because as you see, it is their bedroom. It is not a barracks. So it's still a personal bedroom. Alright, we are not going to be continuing to heal with Pesky Phoenix. Got it. And let's give him a combat shotgun. Give the blind man a shotgun. That's like totally appropriate, right? I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Okay, some meals are moving. Research is going. We are researching into deep drilling, because even if we got fabrication going, we don't have a source of plasteel or gold for the advanced components. So we deemed that necessary to get kind of first, which makes sense to me. And the defenses are continuing to go. All right. So, what do you guys want me to build next? If you want me to continue working on the defenses, you're welcome to vote on it. If you want me to pivot and do something else, that's cool too. There's actually one other thing that I wanted added to this list. 1 second. There we go. Does using the force equip function incur a mood penalty? Only if the gear is not desirable. If it's like tainted or tattered or something. Otherwise, it's fine. Uh-oh. Lightning. Don't hit me, Thor. I done nothing wrong. So Lisk is just continuing to busher. One thing we don't have yet is, we have so many hops and, like, no, brewery. We don't have brewing tech yet. Which feels a little funny. Is what it is, I suppose. Ooh, here's Stickiest. Little 4-year-old hauling granite blocks. Nobody tell protective services that I'm, like, making a child work. Please. Pretty please. Alright, the other thing I probably ought to do is to make Molotovs. Because if we want to set up the trap tunnel on fire... Oh, no, not fire in my... hey, Stickiest, I know you can't fight fire, but I'm just... Oh, Lisk got it, never mind. The children yearn for the mines. They should... I mean, you know, small coal mining shafts are perfect for children. Hey, 94. Thank you for the resub and Bob Chuck too. Oh, right. The AC in the kitchen. Thank you. I was about to have a mass spoil event. Rayback, you're going to wake up in the middle. Wake up now. Because I don't need a bunch of unrefrigerated meat going blah. Steel boot. I saw that. You're still a good dog. Okay. We did need more freezers and, yeah, we finally got around to it. Which is good. Some boom revenge. Yeah, good luck trying to catch an impid. You know how fast impids are? Forget about it. And it looks like you guys have voted for a ranch. I think that's pretty reasonable. And there be the walls for the ranch. I'll put them here. There is no overhead mountain risk, so there's no bug risk for this area. And we'll have them all walled in. I'll probably also build a barn too. Yeah, boomlopes only move at what, 4, I think? I don't have any boomlopes left. But boomlopes aren't a particularly fast critter as long as you don't have a health problem. Alright, the defenses only have 2 more barricades left to build, so it is damn near complete. And then the other piece of the defenses is to smith up the Molotov cocktail, because without it, we aren't gonna be able to burn that path. And the problem with that, I just realized, is I don't have biofuel refining. So I'm gonna pivot the research to biofuel refining, because without chem fuel, we ain't setting anything on fire. Well, outside of, oh, speaking of which, outside of isokinetic barfing up fire. So let's try our defenses. So we have enemies coming in. Children are going to be set to shelter, and the adults are going to come to the defenses with a bunch of Neanderthal coming in, and we're going to watch them burn. I think, actually, I'm going to force everyone to shelter, and only Isokinetic is going to manage this fight. I don't believe I'm going to need anyone else. Oh, fire spew 3 hours. Well, give him a little runaround. It's not like a Neanderthal can run down an Impid. He's too fast. Oh, shot you in the head. Choo-choo! Well, Isokinetic would help if, actually, how fast do you move? 4.8? You're not that fast. Because you're missing a toe. I have a hard time believing that, like, missing one toe would slow you down 4%. Well, let's take him for a lap. In fact, you know what? I don't really want to reset my fire trap. Does Go Juice affect the cooldowns for sidecasting? No, it only gives you a temporary boost of sensitivity. Sip coffee for you? Cheers. Alright. Time for the blind man to use the shotgun. I feel like I was almost caught in the crosshairs. So Kuro's down. Kuro is unwaveringly loyal, so not a particularly good recruit. No, ISO, don't go that way. And then the rest of the... So he'll just keep having them chase, and then Whale and Notraba we'll catch up with. Poor donkey? Well, he was a donkey. Alright, well, Isokinetic can now fire spew, but I don't really need it, because we're just hunting. All these guys are, like, meleeers only, so they're really easy to fight in range. I have a hard time believing that, like, your bearskin parka would block a shotgun blast. Ow. You cut my leg off with a spear? Okay. And you nearly cut my other leg off with a spear. What are you? Oh, you know what? You melee too. Okay, screw you. Screw you, game. Obviously, we have to hold our ground, because it's not like we're running with one leg. I should have used Psycasts. Oh, are you Psy-immune? Why did it... Oh, I just cast it on... No, I didn't cast it on keep. Oh, God, your other leg's about to come off. Well, sometimes raids go wrong. This is what you get for trusting a blind healer, right? With a shotgun. Or more that just like Neanderthals are like tough as nails as targets. Can you just die already? We're gonna have like no one even alive at the end of this. I should have just set the fire. Alright, Stochastic. Have you tend keep. Actually, who's bleeding faster? Yeah, keep. I like how these tribals had like... No, those are my medicine, never mind. Alright, we're fine. I could have obviously handled that better. I just kind of like let it play out, because it's funny. Alright, unrestricted except for children. And keep is now going to be treated like a child with one leg. I guess. Yeah. Should have used the fire trap. Alright, Stochastic. Oh, that's a good boy. Look at Steelboot going, oh, you need a lift? No problem. Okay, we're fine. I mean, Keep's not happy about the situation being... He's on one leg, but... He'll live. All the more reason to get Molotovs. So that we don't have situations like this. In that case, what I ended up doing is I massively overestimated my guys' ability to actually shoot a gun. Here, drink a beer. Drink a tea. Consume ambrosia. Relax. I could have also called in, like, troopers with my permit. That would have been another reasonable solution. Wasn't really trying to win. I was just, like, auto-resolving. The RimWorld style of auto-resolving. Plus, I had deadfall traps. I had, like, 1,000 ways to fight that differently. I did not think they'd take a leg off first swing, though. That was a little unexpected. Alright, what do these guys want? You guys are traders? Well, my trade representative is currently laid up, so... Oh, no, he's up. On his feet. I take it back. You know, I should have Pesky Phoenix be the only one that comes to the corpse pile. He is Bloodlust. So, you know what I'll do is, manage area, new area, corpses? Oops. Corpse pile. And it will be the inverse of this. And now everyone, minus Phoenix, will avoid the corpse pile because he's Bloodlust. He doesn't care. Hell, he's blind in Bloodlust. He can't care at all. I guess there's a smell, but he also kind of loves... What? The tribals gave me Glitter World meds? Do you not know what that's valuable? No, that's okay. I'll take it. It's a freebie. Maybe it's like drugs. It's like, yeah, the first hit's free. If you want more. Just kidding. Alright, Rayback's up. Let's get your bolty. And I want to finish this little like tidal bedroom thing, but the barn's pretty straightforward. I think what I'll do for the barn is let's turn this into the actual barn structure. Alright, Keep's fully healed. The other thing that we're going to want to do for Keep is probably make a prosthetic leg. Because hopping around on one like a pogo stick is probably less fun than it is amusing to me to watch him do it. And I think Phoenix has just about all the dead people piled up. So we'll, actually, ISO, we'll have you go down there and just torch them. Of course you had to put the fire out. I sprayed from that angle so that, okay, they caught. Because it's a single shot fire with a long cooldown, so you don't want to screw it up, you know? Ooh, make it a prosthetic leg. Good. Good. Or he forgot to. He was in the process of it, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to do some reading instead. Watching Keep hop around on one leg is funny. So the current priority now is build a barn and ranch. I have a lot of animals, so it'd be good to actually have a spot for them. I think also probably bedrolls for them, especially considering if they get sick. Being on a bedroll is really of great comfort. I'll roof it up later. Reading on the throne is fancy? Yes, it is. Very fancy. He don't mess around. He likes the lap of luxury. It's gonna go to his head. Muffalo self-tamed. Well, guess we're having Muffalo burgers. I don't know about you, but I like Muffalo burgers. Oh, speaking about, welcome, Louie. But speaking about you being late, I didn't even put out an announcement that I was streaming. Good job, me. I am a real expert. That's a bad noise. I hear while I'm, like, looking away from the Mech cluster. Yay! That's awesome. With an immediate tech spewer. Or a tox spewer. So 2 Scorchers. Scorchers are pretty low range. And then a bunch of clustered up turrets with a, so this tox spewer is immediately active? Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. I need a smoke launcher, which means I need gunsmithing. Now none of these turrets have a line of sight on me from over here. So if I shot the tox spewer from over here, I could break the tox spewer from range. And I might go ahead and do that. So I think what I'll do is the allowed area for corpse pile is also going to include that. So that they don't go neither on their own. Pesky Phoenix is the only one that can. Oh, and yes. Crops are going to die like crazy. You know what? Let's just deal with the tox spewer now, and then I'll deal with the rest later. So Stutashtig's coming out here, and I'm going to take pot shots at the spewer. They do have a lancer. The other thing I could do is I could come. Well, I don't have a shield belt. But if I had a shield belt, I could come and shield attack it with a breach axe here. And then as soon as this breaks, everyone's gonna get pissed. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna force everyone into the shelter now. And then the plan is to lure the mechs through the deadfall traps. And then we'll use a smoke launcher to destroy the turrets. Nice shooting training? He doesn't need a lot of training, though. He's pretty capable. But yeah, luckily there was all this, like, mech walls that block line of sight. So I could just shoot it with ease. Steel boot! Oh, crap. Yeah, dog, you should be in the shelter too. Shelter in place order applies to everyone. So, for those that don't know, when a core of the mech cluster, and the core here is the Tox Spear, gets destroyed, the mechs are going to go haywire and attack. Actually, it happens when the spear is at like 50%. Oh god, run this way. So now they're coming in. Now they're, as you can see, they are like ordered attack. And the plan is to drag them through my deadfall traps, and to have the deadfall traps just deal with the Lancer, because I don't have a shield belt, so I don't really want to deal with the Lancer with unshield belted people. So the valid path into the base is here, and the mechs will follow it. I think. It is the valid path. Oh, they could also be going through the long oh, no, they're being stupid. Alright, if they're being stupid, everyone rally around. Lisk, I'm going to have you go bashing. Next hit. If you lock them into melee, they don't shoot. And there we go. One down. Now the others that are up have very short ranges. So we've got a Scorcher here. Let's replace that wall that we can shoot. And then the other Scorcher here. I think they didn't take the path because of the wooden fence gate. Which is all the more reason to move the ranch. Come on, don't have a mental break. Alright, another one down. And then the last Scorcher is coming from the east. Hey, bud. Oh, I missed a dog treat. Sorry about that. And I think what I'll do is I'll just jump into melee. Done. Alright, all you guys, let's go finish off the mech cluster. Or the Tox Spewer, so I don't keep losing crops. Keep, you can sit this one out. Because you're a bit slow. Okay, Tox Spear's down. And now to finish up the rest of the... Oh, are we going to be... Yes, don't go that way. Finish up the rest of the cluster. We just need a smoke launcher to blind the turrets, and then it will be no problem at all. Can I leave the turrets as traps? I could. Yeah, I mean, hypothetically I could. It would be leaving the resources there, but if we did that, let's see. Corpse... So, let's plan on leaving as traps. Just because that's an interesting idea. So I don't want my people going here. And then I'm going to create a new zone. Corpse access. And corpse access will be this zone inverted. And that's for Pesky Phoenix. And then the children's zone needs to adjust as well. So the children don't walk in front of the dirts. And then the animals will be given corpse access as well, because the dog can haul corpses, it doesn't matter. Alright, well, I guess we're keeping the cluster. It does mean that we forgo the components, but the plasteel and the steel won't rot. You feel like this might come back and bite me in the butt? Well, one of the advantages is if any other types of enemies other than the mechs attack me, I can just wall up, and it will drive those enemies into my trap wall, or my oh my god, it will drive the enemies to the mech cluster, because the mech cluster will be the valid targets. So it could bite me in the butt, but there's some real reasons why it's a very powerful thing to do. And this will be a zone for mech corpses. So we can break it down to the machining table. Nanon, thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Emergency landing. Oh, so speaking of which, do we help the Royals with their emergency landing? The only hesitation I have with this is, at the moment, as you can see, mood and health is pretty bad in the colony. Mood is low, and the keep only has one leg. But if you want to help the Royals, we can anyway. Do we help the Royals? One of the advantages of helping the Royals is I do have the trooper permit, so Ravac could call in backup troopers, which would make the fight a little bit easier, but it would use up the cooldown of the permit. Right, the trooper squad. So we'll see if that's something you want or not. I think it's very doable with their help. And then the rewards is Honor, Glitter World, or Goodwill. Honor probably is the most interesting, and we're trying to help Fausta. Wow, there's a lot of huntables. Easy hunt targets. Would they land near the turrets? I have no idea. They might. I don't really get to decide that. If I had ship beacons, ship landing beacons, I could tell them where to land, but in 8 hours, there's not enough time to build like a landing spot. 8 in-game hours. If that wasn't obvious. They don't land on beacons, true, but I think they land near them. Maybe they don't. It's been a while. All right, Stooch. You have crafting 5, so I think what I'm going to do is the builds for the Antistone blocks are going to be when you don't have crafting 5, because I want him doing something else. I want him making like the prosthetics and the like. I don't want you hunting, because you're really important to be working on the smithing. And you guys say yay? Got it. So let's I'm just choosing the reward of honor, and they crashed to the northeast. Ravac is really the only person that needs to attend this fight with the trooper backup. I'm gonna have everyone else sit out. He's not exactly in like the healthiest condition, but he's been through worse. And then of course we get the components and the plasteel and the steel from the shuttle itself, which is very nice. I mean, it's possible that the enemies spawn here and walk straight into the mech cluster. That'd be convenient. And then I need to prepare my base for valid pathing. There we go. So the barn's almost done. We really don't have that much work left to do. Okay, here's Wimlop. I am going to summon Trooper Squad. And Fausta, this one needs to die. Needs to live, the opposite of die. And the rest of them, who cares? So I'm going to do a Blinding Pulse. That should help our side. One has a Frag Grenade. Another Blinding Pulse. I might even end up with, like, recruits out of this fight. Who knows? We'll see. Alright. Only Moo survived, and he's bleeding out probably fast. Oh, he's also a unwaveringly loyal. So unless we do a brain wipe, it's moot. We're good. You're welcome, Fausta. Of course, I just called upon troopers. I didn't really do it myself. But hey, you know, all's well that ends well. And it ended well, so I ain't complaining. No, don't walk that way. Oh my god, so dumb, so dumb. What the hell are you doing? Oh, right, because these are... I called a trooper squad in, and technically this mech cluster is a valid target, and they just destroyed it. Okie dokie. Thank you, troopers, I guess. I kind of wanted that, but, you know, whatever. Technically speaking, I didn't tell you what to destroy or what not to destroy, so you sought targets, and good job. Alright, so here's the rescue shuttle. Faust is in, and emergency landing is done. That was funny. Thank you, troopers. Any of you troopers knocked out? Because I could rescue you for, like, reputation. I think they're all fine. Yeah. So, in terms of friendlies, we have one trooper that died on our side, and I think the rest of the casualties were enemy casualties. Which is not so bad. Not so bad. So, Mr. Stochastic, you made the prosthetic leg. Good. Okay, so that means keep. You're going to be offered industrial meds. You're going to be given a left leg. And hop in bed. Time to operate them. Oh, I got a free Molotov? Ooh, I did. So, let's forget, I still want gunsmithing for the smoke launcher, but I'm not going to bother making the Molotov. Good eye, good catch. The component has already been collected, or actually the component got destroyed by the unstable power. The unstable power blew up and destroyed it. No biggie. Small price to pay for the win. So now Keep has a prosthetic leg, and Lisk has a prosthetic leg. Secret databank. It's a worshipful village. And I'm going to leave it unaccepted for a while, because I don't have the capacity to do it right now. Make sure I don't smelt the Molotovs. Molotovs can't be smelted. I don't... Yeah, see? Smelting is like something made of metals. Molotovs are like chem fuel and cloth, so they're unsmeltable. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Unstable 1.6, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow RimWorld players.